Can I tell you what might be the biggest lie moral injury ever tells? Don't tell anyone. Don't tell your spouse. Don't tell your pastor. Don't tell another veteran. Don't tell God. Because if anyone ever knew, they would never look at you the same. I've heard that lie from veterans, first responders, trauma survivors, more times than I can count. And today, I want to tell you why that lie is keeping too many people trapped. Moral injury has a way of convincing us that isolation is protection. If I stay quiet, I won't be judged. If I keep it buried, I won't hurt anyone. If I never speak about it, maybe it'll eventually disappear. But that's not what happens. Silence doesn't heal wounds. It gives them room to grow. One of the clearest themes from my research was this: healing almost never happened alone. Again and again, the turning point was not new medication. It was not a new program. It was one trusted person, one safe conversation, one moment where someone finally said, "Me too," or "I'm here," or "You're not alone anymore." Healing often began the moment shame lost its secrecy. Because shame survives in darkness, truth brings it into the light, not to expose us, but to free us. That's why James writes, "Confess your sins to one another and pray for one another so that you may be healed." Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say, confession earns forgiveness. Christ already secured that. He said, confession becomes part of healing. Here's something many people don't understand. Talking about trauma isn't the same thing as reliving trauma. The goal isn't to force someone to tell every painful detail. The goal is to help someone realize that they no longer have to carry it by themselves. That's a huge difference. Sometimes healing begins with just one sentence. Can I tell you something that I've never told anyone? That trusted person might be a spouse, a chaplain, a counselor, a pastor, another veteran, a close friend. Who they are matters less than what they provide. Safety, compassion, grace. Someone who listens without rushing to fix everything. Can I say something to those of you watching who've never served? You may become that person for someone else. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't need the perfect words. Sometimes the greatest gift that you can offer is your presence. Listening without judgment, just sitting in the silence, reminding someone they don't have to carry this burden alone anymore. The enemy wants wounded people isolated because isolated people are easier to convince that hope is gone. But healing almost always moves in the opposite direction, toward connection, toward honesty, toward grace, toward people who remind us that we're still worthy of love. If you've been carrying something that no one else knows, I want to encourage you this week. Don't carry it one more day by yourself. You don't have to tell everyone, but tell someone, one trusted person, one safe conversation. That may become the first step toward the healing you've been praying for. If today's video has encouraged you, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with someone who may need this message. And I'd love to hear from you. So without sharing anything you're uncomfortable sharing, who has been a safe person in your life? Or how has someone helped you through a difficult season? Leave it in the comments below. Your story may encourage someone today. This is Adkison Outdoors. Faith, freedom, family, and the outdoors. Until next time, leave tracks worth following in the woods and in your life. God bless.